Hi friends, so it's actually feels like it's been a while since I've recorded because I got ahead of with my other reactions. So I didn't have to record last week which is great because it was my first semester back. I was focused on, getting back into starting. It was like two things. It was one, my first semester of school, and I have just one class, but I need to focus on it. Also, it was my first week of my new strength training program that I'm trying out. That so far, even though it's been 1 week, feels really good. Though my GPP day on Friday almost killed me. I'm just kidding. Anyway, that's besides the point. The point is, it's been a little while, so I'm like, it's true. A lot of reactors say if it's like a couple weeks, you kind of forget how to like function and do things in front of a camera. Or even YouTubers are just like, how do I function again? Like, do I look at the camera? Like, what is going on? Now that you've gotten that weird intro out of the way, we're about to dive into an anime that my brother hasn't actually seen before, called Deca-Dence. It's obviously very new. I think it's Funimation anime, but it's being hosted on Hulu, so ads, yay! But I'm excited to dive into it. There's a couple reasons why I decided to dive into this anime unexpectedly. One, it's new, so it might mean views for my channel, yay! It's also September's a slow month because all the live TV shows reactions don't come back until October. Retro reacts for Wonder Woman I'm not doing again until October, just to kind of take a break and get organized for the first month of school. As well as for, what else is there? Oh, also Swamp Thing, being hosted on the CW, is not airing until October. So September's kind of like pretty empty except for 2 anime shows. So I have room to do my anime reactions. Also Music Monday, I've got to get back into doing that. Just a music video, 1 or 2 every Monday. So that was part of the reason. And also, just from the images, the animation looks beautiful. The story looks kind of cool, actually. And I just heard great things about it. Vague things, nothing specific, but good things. And also the show is currently airing. So I am really excited to get into it. I'm just excited because this is new. All the animes that I've watched, with a couple of exceptions, my brother has seen before. I have, so usually he'll recommend something and I'll like, oh, okay, yeah, let me do that, let me do this next, let me do that next. Again, with a couple of exceptions, this is being one of them. So, there's really not much else to say. I really don't know that much about the show. I think there's like some mecha stuff. I think that's really all I know. Maybe mecha, not like mecha big machines, but there's like machine stuff. I don't know much about this anime at all, so I'm really kind of flying in blind, which is part of the fun. For those of you who are new to this channel, hello. So on YouTube, there's a way I do anime reactions to keep the copyright monsters at bay, which I do so very successfully with this. It's a page I ripped out of Tiabu's book. On YouTube, the version of the reactions, heavily edited, no sound, and partial image. Again, it does keep the copyright monsters at bay, especially with the no sound option. But there is a countdown. You can't miss it, so you can follow along via however you're watching. When it comes to the Hulu version with ads, sometimes I'll talk during the ads, sometimes I won't. If there's a halfway point to the anime, sometimes I'll hit pause and I'll talk during the halfway point because I have so much going on in my head. I especially do this with the first couple of episodes because my brain's kind of adjusting to this new world and the animation style and the rhythm of the anime. This kind of ends up being true of all the animes that I watch, even if it's a slow-paced show. And then there's the link to a full reaction below on Revview that you can see my full reaction. I don't want the monsters to listen. Anyway, without further ado, I've blabbed on long enough. Let's dive in. Oh, Karakawa again. Funimation. Yep, see? You should be watching. Deca-Dence Project. Oh my gosh, so right off the bat, we're getting action. Oh good. Subtitles. glasses. You know what I like? How washed out everything looks because it's so bright out. Ah! So that's the main character. That's the main. Yeah, I forgot. Oh, she's not supposed to be there at all. This style reminds me of something, and I can't remember what. A gadol. Okay, so obviously we have dystopian, destruction, a creature, kind of a post-apocalyptic world. Ooh. Are ya? Oh. That's Porcupines on steroids. Oh gosh, she's gonna be thrown. Knocked her out. Memory loss? Are we cutting to a modern scene? Oh no. So she's waking up same moment. Okay. I mean same day. Oh, she lost her arm. Okay, Deca-Dence's location. I got it. She's so little. She does not realize that she's probably has some drugs in her system because she doesn't realize she's missing a hand. Oh, that's cool. His suit. So I think there's some humans versus monsters kind of thing going on. Ooh. Oh, it's a big moving city. Wait, was that movie I didn't see with the whole rolling cities? Is that based off of this? Okay, the one thing I hate about Hulu is the ads, which just rips you out of this world. I'll take advantage of it this time. Okay, so we've got our main character. We've got trauma. Dad probably dies, so we've got loss. We've got an external conflict with the creatures, which means eventually the main issues will be an internal conflict, probably within the city itself. Chapter 1, Ignition. Ooh. Oh. Info dump, exposition. The power. Ooh, we got some 3D work there. That's rotoscoping, right? That's what it's called? I love cows. It's good. Obviously an important character. Oh, our main character. I see her in the background with her little arm. So she was orphaned. Ugh. So this fit very. This became like a very, you know. No, I've never seen a little girl get excited about butching, being a butcher. Oh, so there's the jerks there. So what I'm loving here is kind of how simplistic their designs are, these people are, and how just layered the background is. It really lets them pop. Oh, that girl threw that in there. Why does the pretty girl with the purple hair have to be a jerk? Actually, you would think that because of the level of her arm could do, she would be an asset. Though it's only like 4 feet. It's kind of a very simplistic one in terms of like the advancement of it. I guess what's cool about this is this makes her a lefty, like me. That's her best friend. That's very cute. So what is that? Is that goggle blood? Or is it some sort of weird... It's being mixed. That was her dad's job. Oh, her best friend. They aren't human. It's a good question. What is she going to do? Is it office work? Whoa, what did he find her? That's... Heights are not my thing. Kaburagi. I'm appreciating these names, these flashcards. I don't have any of the names down except for hers. So he's a mechanic. Maybe? Oh! No, they clean. She's a scrubber. Ooh, barf and D. 5 years of cleaning. Because it probably would take them 5 years to make it all around the freaking building. Ugh. Well, I guess what's cool is that it lets her be outside and enjoy actual fresh air. That's hard work, though. Because the swing's just supporting her body, her lower body. So she's got... That's a lot of, like, core strength and arm strength. Oh, there we go. That's beautiful. It's like a big hand, almost. Like this. Oh, so we're getting... Okay, cool. So we're getting a... she's approaching with passion, so that's kind of really... That's good. And she's making friends. She's connecting with the other guys. So, that's actually really cool. So they're doing repairs there. She's still cleaning and she's watching that. So again, I think we're doing this. Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? I forget what it's called. When it's just like a series of scenes. Oh, I forget what it's called. But we're getting to enjoy her kind of getting used to her new life. So he just eats the same thing. Just water. She's trying to make conversation. She's a kid. She wants to connect with somebody. Okay. Clean the tools, keeping them sharp. It's fennel. So is he Fennel? Ugh. This is weird. How old is she? Who is that guy? Oh my gosh, okay. Oh, what is that little creature? That ain't no dog. I think he's not supposed to have whatever's in there. I like the music. I like how this and what else was it? It was also the Ancient Magus Bride that had the like the flute sound, very Celtic-y. Oh, he has a scar. There's a story there. Okay, a halfway point. All right. So let's pause a little bit to wrap my head around some things. Okay, so we have Kurugani, I guess. I'll get his name down. I'm always sucky at names. Natsume. Fennel, who I guess is he from the same? I think he was in the same class as her. He was the guy standing next to the purple hair girl. I think maybe. Um, so they have some connection there. How old is she? Because that was kind of a weird. It was like, ooh, okay, that was kind of weird. Um, I can't tell how old she is. Now I'm assuming since she's still in class, she's gotta be probably around 16, maybe. At the youngest, maybe. It's hard to tell sometimes with these main characters. So we've got a antagonist, again, kind of external antagonist with the situation around her, her not being able to be in the guild that she wants to be, so to speak. We've got probably a typical bully that just saw in her mind an easy target and went after her. And so we've got that going on with the purple hair girl, which I'm sure that'll change later on, and they'll work together or become friends or fight hand to hand. Who knows what'll happen? But is that part of their armor? Because the gear look like aliens. I don't know. Anyway, let's keep going. Chapter 1, Ignition. Oh, I love the art style there. Okay, so I was saying she's much older, old enough to drink. So she's an adult. Okay. Or she's just become an adult. She's just become an adult. Yeah, she's got that idealistic, we've got to change things. And he's jaded. Grayish hair, has a scar, probably has a story. Keeps to himself. But there's more to the story then. He's not telling her. I like that. Your dreams are your business, but your job is to clean the armor. So I do like that. She still has her dreams, but she isn't like neglecting her actual duties. Uh-oh. Oh, that's the first bit of a real emotion we've ever seen. She hasn't seen that yet. That's a gado, isn't it? Gado? It is. A cute one, though. gosh! That's gotta hurt, because that's the base of her skull. Dang. He probably found it outside hiding. It's a cute little thing. It's like a squishy little, yeah. You know, it looks a bit like not a narwhal. There's a. Well, he's kind of cute though. He should have a name. Like Lumpy or Gadgy or Squishy or Pipe. That was weird. What's in his eye? Is something in his eye? What did he see? Uh-oh. Drunk guy. That was weird. He just died. I think. Kaburagi. I don't think when they say bugs, I don't think they mean the Gazel, do they? But he saw something with her that I don't quite know how to interpret. But I do like, again, an ad, so I want to run with it. I do like the fact that she wasn't like, destroy all Gazel, like that. That he was like, well, didn't they kill your dad? She was like, yeah, but he's not anything like that. So she's not blinded by revenge against the creatures. She sees that he's just a kind of soft, squishy lump. He's not a danger. He's kind of cute in a weird, I just call him squishy kind of, way. I like that, though, that she's kind of really connected to him. Now, that was something weird. Now, the question is, with the guy, that was kind of weird with the guy. So I'm curious to see if he died because of the bug, and the chip was taken out. The chip was used to kill him, and then it was retrieved because that was a hidden way. But they said bugs, not Gadol. So I'm assuming bugs and Gadol are different things. So Gadol. So I guess we'll get our answers as we watch. But I am enjoying this kind of, like, there's so much going on. That thing's huge. We're gonna go with 1,500 meters. 5:03 in the morning? It must be like Cthulhu. That's a orchestrated attack. Because you've got the big boy and then you've got other things. Minato. I like how they designed that similar to that creature that's coming at them. Ooh. I love their use of like the 3D. It just adds like another of like layer. Ooh, I bet she's gonna cure it. Okay, I guess every character that's getting a name, we should expect them more throughout the season, and we're getting their names because we need to learn to bother to remember their names. They got some really weird creatures. But this is very orchestrated because you've got the lower guys, the pawns going out, and you've got the big boy coming. Uh-oh. Oh, Fennel works with her. Now that makes sense. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You dummies. So what? So that was used as a way of what? Separating them? Getting through their, like, psychic armor? Yes, it is. They have a psychic armor. That's what that's used. Oh, she's cool. They're very bug-like, aren't they? There's also, like, a sea creature way to them. Ew, so that green stuff in there is the blood. That's kind of gross. Man, the speed at which they're falling, you would think they would be dead by now. Ooh. Oh, he's good. Oh, no, that's what that does. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, his friend just died. And Fennel just collapsed. See, I knew he had a background to him. Oh, cool. So those are deployed as a way of, like, sucking the life juice out of them. That's the best way I can say it. But at the same time, ew, it got in her mouth. Their machines also allow them to kind of float around them. It's like a psychic wall they've put around them. He's good. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. He used to do this, and he retired because he lost somebody, probably. Didn't see the point anymore. But he's flaming good. And he's dragging her around, and he's, like, tearing him up. He is good. What's with this music? It's like Xena. Dang. Definitely a sea creature vibe to all of them. Between falling really far. See, that was like a whale. So that's the only way to destroy them is to drain them. Yeah, it's like a giant whale. It even has barnacles on him. Oh, so they do have like a zone, like a protective shield. That's so much. Ooh, Deca-Dence is not only a thing. I knew it looked like hands. It's not. Not only is it a city, but it's a protocol. Suedo fibers. I was like, this looks a bit like an arm. This is cool. Anti-shock harness equipped. Deca-Dence cannon. Oh my gosh. This is gorgeous. Oh, 3D CGI. I can't read that. Gosh. Nerve cables. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Oh my gosh, the theoretical technology in this is amazing. There's so much quantum physics going on and engineering. So it's like, it has a shell, but it's like a dinosaur, but it's also like a whale? Look at the teeth. They're very, humpback whaley. It's mad now. Dang. Dude! That is... Oh my gosh. The entire thing led to a... Oh, what's the name of the giant creature's called? It's... I was gonna say led to just a giant sucker punch. That's more than just a sucker punch. It is literally disintegrating the creature. That's so gross. I'd be gobsmacked too. Fennel, you coward. You're the one who caused him to fall and even caused that guy to actually get killed, in a way. But also... What are those things? Oh, they're... Are they mechas? Oh! Ooh. Let's talk about that, shall we? Okay, that's going up to... That's... Okay. Okay. Oh, wow. I can see very quickly how this is becoming the #1 show. First of all, the use of the CGI, the rotoscoping, and all of that is gorgeous. Oh, I forget what it's called. The giant creatures. Oh, shoot. What that term is. It's carrying it for episode 2 right now. But absolutely gorgeous animation. I kind of want to be able to get a little deeper into the beauty of, again, a lot of the characters are kind of almost washed out to a degree. They're very pale. Their designs are kind of simplistic, but not. The way he grabbed her little ponytail at the bottom, that's gotta hurt. Because that's right at the base of your neck, so that would have just like, twice that's fallen off. That hurts so badly. But I like how... So we've gotten introduced to all of the characters that really are going to be playing an important role as the show goes. We've got Kaburagi. I'll get the names down. I will. Be patient. Natsume, who's our main girl. It looks like her dad was investigating something, and that Gado showed up, so that might be conspiracy all on its own later on, especially because he found the little images of the little, like, robots. So all these little robots in this little robot town, I mean, it's a huge city. I mean, it's probably in more reality can hold enough people for a country, aka Japan. So obviously it's got this, so many layers, there's so much things going on. So we've got these bugs, which again are not Garo, I don't think. I'm gonna say Kaburagi until I get his name right. That he's involved in that. Obviously, he has background in finding the Garo because he moved as an expert. He was smooth, he was quick, he was unfazed, and he moved around, did all that while dragging the girl behind him. So clearly, he is very gifted and had a lot of experience. Something happened, probably what gave him that scar. He's like, I'm out. Now he's aged to the point where he's got gray in his hair. And because of Fennel and his stupid panicking, got the guy killed, by the way, his friend, made them fall. I mean, the good news is it did allow for them to defeat and get a lot of the stuff from the other Garo, but I would really think, and I would say probably should have consequences for Fennel, because his panicking, his actions led to them almost all dying and led to the death of his co-worker who was killed by Garo. I think, not the piece of metal, I'm not sure. I think it was a Garo. So, yes, it was. So that's insane. Our girl Natsume got our first taste. Obviously, Kaburagi has a lot of experience because he knows the high guy, Mineta. Is that what it was? Not Mineto. So, yeah, Mineta. So, it's, that's pretty cool. We have our blonde, who is very relaxed and probably has some experience too. Probably has some kind of history with Kaburagi. Odds are, statistically speaking, just how storylines tend to go. But again, we had this huge, big layers, lots of external conflict. We had the creatures, we got the city, but obviously right off the first bat in the first episode, ignition, boom, we're starting off the story. Right in the first episode, we see very quickly that there was so much more going on, which again, I think those external conflicts will continue because they're the creatures, it's just how it is. There are obviously some intelligence to have an orchestrated attack like that when you've got lower level guys and the big guys like that. So obviously there's intelligence to them. Reminds me very similar to Star Troopers, not just the movie, but actually if you read the book is completely different from the movie. The movie takes a little bit of inspiration from a few chapters in the book. The book itself is just so different from the movie, but there's being this one big head creature, which I suspect there is somewhere, or perhaps because I read a lot, or perhaps in some ways maybe the gears are controlling the Gato to make them seem like they're more. I don't think that's a little deep, isn't it? I don't know. Series not over, so I guess we'll get my answers. But there's more to come. Obviously, we're going to be dealing with the consequences of this episode. I'm curious to see if there are any consequences for Fennel. Natsume obviously has gotten her first taste of what it's like. Obviously, she's definitely. I don't have questions for her boss. We've also established that it looks like they've just graduated, so they're no longer in high school. So that's why they all got their jobs now. I think let me know what the legal age of drinking is in Japan. I'm going to assume that she's 18 and she's an adult. But that would be helpful because obviously she was drinking alcohol during that one scene. It is interesting now that I think about it. So that must be a class with just orphans then, because they mentioned the orphanage. So even the purple hair girl whose name I'm forgetting, she's an orphan. She's acting kind of high and mighty. I was surprised when it said she's got butchering, and she was like, yes, she was excited about being a butcher. But again, it probably shows how much they people. Obviously, the gears and these guys who go after the Gato are seen as oh my gosh, let's get these jobs with different layers. So obviously the more involved you are with dealing with the Gato stuff and helping the function of society, the higher up it's thought of. But I don't know. Again, I suspect we dealt with the external conflict. We got a taste of a possible internal conflict. I suspect as the series goes, we'll be dealing with a lot more internal conflicts and issues going on. But of course not without that external conflict. And I think that will be eventually that'll mesh, because that's usually how it goes. But I'm excited. This was a great episode. I did, again, this time during my reaction, especially in the YouTube version, I did take advantage of the commercial breaks. I might take advantage of that in the second episode and maybe the third, but eventually I'll be able to hopefully let it play through because I'll kind of figure out everything. Love the beautiful use of the 3D animation. The 2D animations, the background scenes are just beautifully, just gorgeous. They have a very, a darker color to them. So that way the things that are animated are a little brighter and they pop more. Sometimes you see that in the old Scooby-Doo cartoons, but that was just incidental. Obviously they're doing this very purposefully. So it kind of shows that there's life and everything that's kind of bright and shiny. Which is fascinating to think about. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. This is going to be a fun series. I'm glad I decided to do it. Of course, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your enemies, and I'll see you next time.